Yeah, I bet you do, Harry. Yeah, you too. Just chatting away to Harry back there. As a matter of fact, you might be interested in this too. Most people only eat revolting things to break a record. This lot did it to make a record. Rats on a budget.
Eat and serve.
Fried whoppers and chicken McNuggets.
Everyone knows that frozen peas are as fresh as the moment the pod went pop. But what about frozen meat? Is that as fresh as the moment the cow went? More of the same. What would you do to help the world if you could spend 30,000 pounds a week for the next 1,000 years? Well, that's how much the government are spending on Trident missiles. Don't facts like that just wipe you out? I'd rather tap dance. Great! Didn't it? Didn't it? I got a joke. Okay, there was an Englishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman, and a Frenchman, and an American, and a German, and I think an Australian as well. Okay, so there was this little Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman, an American, and a German, and possibly an Australian, and I think they were in a bar. No, isn't that stupid? I've forgotten it. And next up, more of the same. Fan mail.
Well, I haven't had any yet.
Haben die
Deutschen soll eine Hartlecker Sprache?
Das Nünzer Ich war in einem deutschen Restaurant.
Ja.
Und der Ober brachte mir eine Zappa. What I want to know is, why aren't more people inventing useful things, like Mr. Bobby Ashimura, who wins our Max Headroom Product of the Month award for coming up with a little attachment you plug into your TV and it warns you that the commercial break is coming by automatically switching off your set for 5 seconds. And here to demonstrate it for us is Mr. Ashimura himself.
Okay, Bob, take it away.
You know, the ones with beautifully presented pictures of the latest tank-crushing device or cruise missile on the market. And they have exciting stories about mercenaries and other elite groups of soldiers, how they kill and maim, things we really ought to know about. And isn't it thoughtful that they've written it in an easy-to-understand, no-nonsense language? So ideal for the children who just love to collect them week by week in those charming plastic folders. Now, the publishers say that they are very educational, which makes you wonder just one little thing.
Where the hell did they go to school?
You know, I was walking around the city the other day, and it was so quiet you could have heard a window being smashed. It's strange, really. I suppose a lot of people are like windows. So many are
see-through.
So many
get smashed.
And so many wander around with a glazed look over them. Are you like a window? Is your life a pain? Who was it said
that?
Hi. If you want to feel safer in your car, the most popular method is to buy a St. Christopher winning smile.
But why not?
And what most
People like to
do is
Hang it in their windscreen.
This
is a
Good idea, because it swings around and distracts you on long journeys, so you may soon find out if it works. And if you think that's madness, so much for the law. And of course, one thing we associate with the law is courts. And courts rhymes with
swords.
And yes, it takes all
Swords.
to make a world. And the world is full of strange things. And one example of a thing is a bacon slicer, which leads me very neatly into this. With all the aggression and violence around, Don't you think that society could do with a few more
Cowards.
Yes.
Cowards.
Yes,
Cowards.
Isn't that what the military call people who prefer not to kill each other? So it's about time all you cowards came out of the closet and got to know one another. You can all help. If you see a fight starting, get the names and addresses of the people with their hands in their pockets, whistling or walking away. It may be simple, but it's a start. Max Headroom. Max Headroom. Remember Boy George? Well, oh, me neither. What's the matter with the guy? One day he can't do enough for me. Hey, how you doing? Come on, sit down. What do you say to coffee? Oh, no, I'll get it. Next day I say, hi. I give him a smile and he cuts me dead. I don't know where I am with the guy.
Hey, who are you talking to?
What?
Are you cracking up?
Why?
All this mumbling and muttering, you got a head on your shoulders, use it.
Of all the creatures in the cosmos, how come the moth is so stupid? It hates the light. It only comes out in the dark, and then it spends all night beating itself silly. And where? Against the light bulb. So if any of you Dumbo moths are listening, come out in the day. There's light everywhere. You know, I was singing that tune just the other day, and I got a kind of ringing in my ears, and suddenly I couldn't hear a thing. And I thought, if Beethoven was deaf as a post, how did he know what he was playing? For example, if his piano was out of tune when he played
Da-da-da-dum.
what was the tune he was actually playing in his head? It could have been aga-do-do, aga-do-do. That's a pity, because he could have had a big hit with that. Odd. Who was it said that observing the United States is like watching an epic movie? Oscar Wilde?
Woody Allen?
Max Headroom. Just think, they've got an actor for a president, economic advisors called projectionists. Even their latest defense strategy is named after a film, Star Wars. And why pick on that one? Why not something gentler, like Kramer versus Kramer? And of course, everywhere in the world to them is just a theater of operations, except when they're fighting in it. And then it's a theater of war.
Good evening, welcome. Tonight I'm delighted to be interviewing one of the most remarkable new television personalities to appear on our screens, Max Headroom. Max Headroom, what are you?
Well, I think of myself as a normal, happy-go-lucky sort of guy. But there's a lot of people who see me as something else. I guess there's a bit of both in me.
Who are you?
This is a tough one. You see, I was just Max Headroom 2.3M, but things are happening so fast, and then there's been this hitch over my birth certificate.
What sort of hitch?
I haven't got one.
Tell me, Max, do you like your job?
Sure, but now I want to move on to other things. Basically, I think I'm a comedian, a sort of, dare I say it, Dick Van Dyke type.
So, you're worried about being typecast?
No, being used as a typewriter. See? Comedy. Bingo. Comes naturally.
Yes. Max, what do you do in your spare time?
I play a lot of golf. I do a little gardening, study a little. Franz Kafka, Marcel Proust, Walt Disney.
Do you have any other ambitions, both personal and career?
Well, professionally and as a comedian, I think I'm in line for a decent game show. Personally, I'd love to play in a Pro-Am golf tournament.
Max, now, why do you think you were created, and why do they keep you on?
Simple. I was created because there was a gap in the entertainment market for something I suppose you could call swagger. Perfection. And they keep me on, well, I guess I'm good at what I do, and I like to think they go for my particular brand of modesty.
Have you ever thought of joining a trade union?
This one's a little bit delicate at the moment. There are discussions going on behind the scenes, a lot of people involved. It's all a bit hush, 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 hush. I'm not sure I ought to say too much about it. Let's see, how can I put this? No.
Max, do you feel more human or more machine?
Definitely more human.
Do you ever envy whole humans?
If by whole you mean humans with a single-figure golf handicap, then yes.
Do you want Carter to return?
I think maybe you should be asking him that question. Frankly, I thought he lacked experience, and the best I can say is he brought a breath of fresh air to the White House.
I don't think you quite understood my question.
Well.
Well, never mind. Right now, Max, what's your biggest aim in life?
I think I'd like to understand your last question.
Yes. No, I mean generally.
Generally, I'd say I'd like to do my little bit to make this world a more peaceful, better and happier place to live in. Like it was last August.
I see. What about women in the personal life?
Absolutely. I think women should have a personal life. You see, I love women. I love all women. I just believe, I think they have, it's special. It's, yes.
I'm not sure you understood the question.
Oh, I'm not sure I understood the answer.
Mr. Headroom, would you say you're a decisive person?
I can be. Sometimes.
Finally, Max, the question I have to ask you, do you have legs?
Actually, no, but I have a very good caddy.
Max Headroom, television personality extraordinaire, thank you.
Anytime. Being part of the music swagger biz,
A lot of young people ask me for advice about
forming a band and making a hit record,
and what
I
I
say at this stage of the game is, why not? Okay. Now these days things happen fast. You got to build up a reputation, get your image right, make a video, and write some songs too. So my advice is to get a note from your mom, because you're gonna need to take at least a day off school, okay? No, really, that one's on me, guys. I'm still not sure about that one, really. Following my advice to the guys about flip-flops, the snazzy holiday wear, now I've got you girls chasing me, and it seems you want to know how you can stop beach Romeos wearing, you've guessed it, flops.
Okay.
Chicks. I'll tell you. Coconut suntan oil. It's greasy and smelly, so all you're going to attract on the beach is sand flies, and maybe the occasional cherry from someone who thinks you're a pina colada. Yes, if you want to keep those guys at bay, wear coconut oil, and they won't come anywhere near the bay.
It's true.
Most people like to keep quiet about being a jerk. This guy makes no secret about it. This is a Max Headroom. Max Headroom. 24 hours a day, after day after day, after day after day, after day after day, making tomorrow seem like
Yesterday.
I'm sorry, but I did ask for a pair, okay? Look, I don't give a damn whose job it is. Just do it, okay? Oh. Thank you. And welcome to the Max Headroom Show. It's great to be back. This is really terrific. We're having a nice time now, aren't we? I think the whole thing is going incredibly well. Hey, oh, come on. I was just beginning to enjoy that. Oh, God, the guy's a genius. Excuse me, can somebody give me a cue there, please? Okay. Well, which camera am I working to? Well, if you just tell me, I'll do it. Tim, you want to organize that, please? Can you just do that one simple thing? All right, good. Now we're in business. Yes, I'm sure they'd all love to know Simon Le Bon's favorite color, but what about the more important questions in the world, like who is it that loses that odd shoe you find lying in the gutter? And is it that same idiot who leaves one soaking wet glove stuck on a spike of the park railings? And the funny thing is, it's blue. Not the glove.
Simon's favorite
Color. One in this business. You know, in a recent show, I suggested a new game show called Stake Your Bedroom Furniture. Well, I'm damned if there isn't a new game show coming out soon on a major network called Stroke the Piece of Furniture. All the contestant has to do is stroke one of the prizes, like a refrigerator, hi-fi system, or video cassette player, in a more loving and sexy way than the hostess, and they get to keep the prize. I'm keeping my mouth shut in future. I don't know what you think about this stuff, but we got to talk to the right. What? Well, I don't have to do it if I don't want to do it. Who says? Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm very sorry, but I am not going to tell lies, not even little white ones. And certainly I won't be involved with huge, mind-boggling whoppers that make the truth sound like Alice in Wonderland. No, I leave all that to this spot in the show. Being a bit of a celeb, I was invited to a party this weekend. It's being thrown by a bunch of arms dealers. It's a sort of bring-your-own Molotov cocktail party. Now, that's what I like about arms dealers. They're very sociable. They don't mind who they mix with. Tee. Little joke. Anyway, sounds great. The invitations say I can bring an enemy. And we all have to arrive late, so there's a decent fight over the food. Actually, it's a buffet, but they'll sell you a knife if you want one. You know, it's a pity I can't make it, but I'm addressing a CND meeting that night. Well, sorry, I appear to have a fly in here. Okay, buddy, I can see you. Right, just take it easy. I'll bring you down. That's it. Relax. Wait, you're going around in circles. Oh, I see you've lost a wing. That's tough. Right. Okay, let's try coming in a bit slower this time, huh? Hold it. No, throttle back. Throttle back. Left rudder. You're diving too steep. You're never gonna make it. Would be an air traffic controller. Well, seems like the old Headroom career is taking off. I'm getting offers, I can tell you. Open this, host that, attend this, speak at that. It's weird. I always saw myself as a normal, friendly, happy-go-lucky sort of guy. Sure, I was always popular, but this, what? Wow, it's really weird. Oh, I heard a hmm from upstairs. Yes, you didn't like that, did you?
Da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Straight jacket. Straight jacket. I think the lighting could be a little bit more reflective on the old tootie pegs.
And now, a treat for pop fans.
Here, and I know you see me sitting here talking to you, and you think, wow, isn't he amazing? And maybe sometimes you even think in your own funny little way, I wish I was Max. But you know, it's not easy being up here. I know I seem special, but deep down inside, I'm an ordinary, humble, miserable little person. Just like you. If you're one of those people who think that babies come from storks, that little green elfins live at the bottom of your garden, and that if you lose a tooth, the person who takes it and leaves money under your pillow is a toothless fairy, well, you're gonna love the next 3 minutes of make-believe. It's ads time. It's you? Okay, Paul? Good. Okay, this is the Max Headroom show, and I'm cocky swagger, Max Headroom. And it's great to have you all back with me again. I'm sorry, there's a guy keeps moving around over there. All right, well, I wish he'd just damn well keep still, for God's sakes.
I'm trying to do a show here.
All right, I'll take it again from the top. Okay? Okay? Good. Hi, this is the Max Headroom Show, and well, I'm sorry, I've lost it. All right, just roll a video, will you, please? Now!
Now! I don't care. Just...
Jesus!
Well, thank you. That guy's off my picture.
And now...
Good. Now, can we get things organized a little around here, please? I mean, I'm the one who has to carry the can, you know. It's my face going out there. All right. Now, where were we? What? Listen, Tim, if you think you've got problems, how about sparing a thought for the moth? What do you mean they don't care? Of course they care. My fans out there care what I look like. My pals, my friends, my worshippers, my friends, my pals, my pals, my friends, my worshippers. They notice a hair on a plate, a dirty shirt. They notice these things. All right, maybe having my sock starch was a little over the top, but we can't all dress like you, Tim. By the way, did that leather tie come with a knot in it, or did you tie it all by yourself?
Sure. Oh, big boy now. Very good.
Shirt cut me, really? You know, I reckon that all these high-rating TV shows like Dallas and Dynasty are put on by the Russians. Think about it. There's 2 evenings a week when most of Britain and America are only looking in one direction.
Right?
Straight at the TV, right? Now, who knows what's going on behind their backs, right? Now, just think about what could go on if they show another royal wedding. It's the perfect time to strike. That's why I've come up with this plan. To make sure we're safe for at least half an hour a week, the Max Headroom Show is only going to show videos that the Russians will enjoy, too. Here we go. Go, comrades. Now, a quick update from the Middle East. In the Iran-Iraq war, Iran has issued a statement accusing Iraq over Iran's denial of Iraq's allegation that Iran has lied about Iraqi planes attacking Iran positions on Iraqi territory claimed by Iran. Experts on both sides are studying the statement.
Hardly surprising. But more, oh yeah, much more than this. I did it my... Anybody out there from Walla Walla, Washington? Anybody out there got a birthday tonight? Well, there were times, oh yeah, I've had a few when I've been off, oh yeah, more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, oh yeah, I ate it up and spat it out.
I don't remember how the rest of it goes.
Oh, yeah, all right. It's the Max Cornelius Headroom Show, where the pace is hot and the sounds are not. So watch this and put some pep in your step, some cut in your strut, rolling your stroll, gliding your stride slick, and some burn up in your shut up. Yeah. Well, I sit here and work out what I'm talking about.
These
Shekel?
videos are all very well, but I'm a classical music person, as I think you know. That's why I love to watch the better class of TV ads, the one that use real music. J.S. Bach wrote some beautiful pieces for the cigar. And how about... Oh, lovely. Yeah, good old Dvorak. What a bread salesman. And I have to smile when I see you more ignorant people in record shops asking for the pure wool music and the deodorant tune. Of course, being a bit of an expert, I have a different problem. Last week I had to stand in a sweet shop and sing the whole of Handel's Messiah because I'd forgotten the name of my favorite chocolate bar. But to smile, there it is. Golf lessons are going incredibly well. Backswing coming along, approach shots to the green coming along. Putting still needs some work on it, but it's getting there. 9 out of 10.
Well, maybe we'll have to get on with the show Max.
Oh. No, don't go away, because I got something really great to show you. Now, I know these videos are very good, but you can have too much of a good thing, and your mind can sort of OD on them. So really, they can be dangerous. And so, by way of a change, here's something you must not miss. It's unique. I don't believe it's ever been seen on TV before because I brought it in myself today. And it's totally different. It's a rare film of how golf balls are made. Just look at this. Oh, look at that. That is incredible. That's amazing. Oh, God, it gets better all the time. Woo! There, you see? Who says I don't know what the public wants? How do you know?
This is a pop video program.
That has nothing to do with it. A lot of people who watch pop videos are interested in golf. Do a survey for once in your life, Tim.
Okay, Max.
Now, why does he do it? Why does he do it to me? He says to me, Max, who do you want on your show that's really fascinating and really special? So I say, easy. Severiano Ballesteros. He can come on and talk about golf. And Tim says, who is he? Who is he? He's only won the U.S. Masters,
The Dunhill Masters,
The British Open, the French Open, and the Spanish Open.
Need I go on? And Tim says, he's not interesting enough. Can you believe that? Listen, if he's not interesting, I'd like to know who is. That other fellow, what's his name? Wigan, yeah, that's him. Wagon, that's him. He had Princess Anne on. Now, what does she know about golf? Can you play golf on horseback? Of course you can. And that other man, Perkinson, they tell me he had Muhammad Ali on. I bet Muhammad Ali doesn't even play golf. Oh, it makes me angry. Okay, he says Ballesteros isn't interesting. I'll prove him wrong. I'll tell you about him. Listen to this. Severiano Ballesteros is very, very interesting. He is Spanish. He comes from Spain. He wears really stylish sweaters, and he has very interesting dark hair. And, wait.
He plays,
He plays golf. Oh, what's the point? Okay, it seems a lot of you guys have taken my advice on dress and are now walking around in baggy shorts and flip-flops. Great. If you see me, give me a wave. I love to see style. I also enjoy a good laugh. But now you're writing in and asking me the big one, the advice to beat all advice. How to walk out on the street and look a real man. Okay, you want to look macho, right? Here's how you do it. First, it's how you move. Try to get that all-important shoulder twitch. Giving that nice subtle hint of the hairy back just tickling away there under the shirt is essential for the macho man, but not too twitchy, or your cigarette packet will fall out of the pocket in your sleeve. Now, where to work? I'm afraid macho men do not work in public libraries. Sorry, all you He-Man bookworms. So, if you have to, at least stamp the books very hard. And if possible, carry them around in a brick hod. Lesson number 2. If possible, get a job on a building site, giving full opportunity to wear the too short t-shirt and the baggy hipster jeans, just about to slide down over the hips. So when you bend down, you expose that essential 9 inches of the bottom of your back. And of course, that is the perfect place for your gold chain or your I Love Mary tattoo. See? Think original. And working out of doors does allow you to address passing women with the macho conversation opener. And what? Not to be confused with the standard greeting of male friends of what's that? Tim, don't get frightened. I'm only telling them about it. Wait! Jeez, guy has no sense of humor.
Chicago is sweating out one of those long, hot nights of big-time goils and big-time deals. Too bad I was stuck here in Watford. I needed action, fast. So I rented a 2-bit TV and a 5-cent room in a 10-cent hotel. That made a lot of sense. Now I can tune in and watch Special Agent Max. Boy, is he cool. Special Agent Max is so damn sharp, he's got more funny lines than British Rail. Now, you may not believe this, but it's absolutely true.
It's already been discussed in Parliament. This September, to try and divert the public's attention away from the government's terrifying enthusiasm for buying more nuclear weapons, they are mounting an enormous military exercise that will make no mention of any nuclear possibilities whatsoever. The exercise is called Brave Defender. Brave Defender. Brave Defender. It will involve over 65,000 British and American troops pretending to defend England against the SAS dressed up as Russian conventional forces. The amazing thing is that the operation assumes that England will be invaded not by bombs or by tanks, but by frogmen. I'm serious. They're trying to fool us into thinking that thousands of rusky frogmen are about to sneak up on all our beaches. Honestly, I can just imagine Heseltine's brave speech to all his troops. We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall put sand in their snorkels. We shall tie their flippers together. We shall never use the nuclear weapons which have cost this country so much. Honestly, invasion by frogmen? Have the Russians really got that many long-distance swimmers?
Oh, for God's sake, Max, what the hell are you wearing now? Where's your suit? We can't go out on it like this. What's it all about?
The big G. Golf. That's what it's all about. Look at that concentration. Such a lovely swing. Oops, that's in the trees. That's in the trees. It's going way left. No, it's right on course. It's right on course. Oh, no, he's lost his ball. No, it looks good. Will it go? Oh, so close. Well, it looks very much like he'll drop a shot here. Now it's just a question of nerves. The greens are holding. He can fire this straight at the flag. Great shot. Will it carry? His caddy's looking worried, and I'm not surprised. You've done it again, Tim. I'm trying to add a bit of spice here, and what happens? You walk all over me. Where's the variety? I'm looking for something different in the show. The emotional equivalent of a mixed bag of nuts. Some laughs, some tears, some fears. But more than that, I want some golf clips. Long ones with close-ups of Nick Feldman's haircut. And bunkers. I love sand. And shots of golf balls. Round ones with dimples in them. Trees, flags, greens with holes in the middle. And I love the fashion. Jazzy sweaters with natty golf club emblems. The colored slacks. +4s, +2s, plus fresh air. Fresh air with golf balls sailing through it. No, wait! Don't cut me off! Oh, forget it.
Walk, zack.
Now, listen here, everyone. I'm getting a lot of letters about my legs. It's true, legs. For example, Dear Max, if you haven't got any legs, how on earth do you wash your feet? And another, Dear Max, seeing as how you don't have any legs, could I have your trousers? Talk about kicking a man when he's down.
Yeah. Let's talk about kicking a man when he's down. How do you think I feel when I can't even kick a man when he's up? And apart from that, my legs are none of your goddamn business, Buster.
And don't go thinking it's a handicap.
3. Now that's what I call a handicap. Well, right now we're going to be taking a quick break, but stay tuned. I'll be right back, okay? After the break. The break for the ads. Coming up. What do you mean I must have missed them? Listen, Tim, you know me. There's not a lot I miss. Well, maybe the occasional short putt. All right, Tim, don't drop your clipboard. Jeez. I've just had another complaint. Would you believe I've been told off for telling too many jokes in German? It's true. I've tried to explain to him they're much funnier in German, but no, he wants one in English. Okay, but don't blame me if it doesn't get a laugh, right? Right. There was this English guy, Fritz, who's only got one ear. And he's standing at a bar, and his mate Otto says, Hey, Fritz, can I get you a drink? And Fritz says, No thanks, Otto. I've got one ear. See? That's about as funny as a pair of wet lederhosen. What? Stand-up comedy? How many times do I have to tell you I will not be a stand-up comic? As usual, he understands nothing. I put it down to maternal rejection. Wants me to be a stand-up comic? Do you know his mother left him on so many doorsteps the neighbors thought he was a Jehovah's Witness? When he screamed, she stuck a dummy in his mouth. She got them from the local dress shop window.
She did really wicked things, like subletting his pram and putting him into nappy rash contests. He still got the scars on his chest because the hospital told her to breastfeed him. He ended up with a wet nurse. She was called that because she only took him out in the pouring rain. And a lonely child. Lonely, I'll tell you, lonely. The nearest he ever got to having fun was playing solitaire at his birthday party.
His parents bought him a talking teddy bear. When it was tipped up, it said, "You creep and mean." One Christmas, he asked his dad for tin soldiers, so his dad gave him an empty box and said they were all deserters. And the opposite sex. Did they give him a hard time? The girls at school teased him.
They take him around the back of the bike sheds and make him mend punctures. And it was behind the bike sheds he had his first lesson about sex. Yes, sex, S-E-X, spell it. Somebody told him how to make babies and he was sick, sick. It wasn't the details.
Details about sex, it was practicing the cigarette afterwards that did it. Sorry, Tim. I won't be a stand-up comic. No, I'm much more tongue-in-cheek. Well, I rest it there occasionally. No, that's great. I love it. Can't explain why, I just do. Okay, it's got good and bad in it, but it's so simple. It's just brilliant. Great to watch. Whew. Don't you think so?
Not really.
Golf. What a wonderful game.
I'm not going to do it. If you want a show like that, you should go and produce the Benny Hill Show. Sorry about that. I was just telling the
Producer that
it's no good trying to sneak in any smut or sex into the program. I know he wants audience ratings to reach the plural, but this is the Max Bedroom Show, keeping you up to date and a bosom of the times. They're doing it again, aren't they? Look, let's not be shy about it. If you put a man rabbit with his dingly-doo into a cow cage with a lady rabbit who hasn't got a winkle, 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 wuggle, 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 then you get 100s of them all over the place.
Okay?
Is that clear? Good. No problems there then. Fine. Now, what do we got next? Oh, this is good.
Don't you ever dare do that to me again.
Tom? Tim? Oh, what's the matter? She didn't say hello. Oh. I know it's tough when you're hurt. When you're already feeling hurt. And she doesn't even say hello, but, you know, the office cleaners are very, very busy. She probably had something on her mind.
Do you like me?
Of course I like you. I think you're great. Really, we all do. Don't we, gang? Yeah, no, honestly, that's fine. No, it's okay. I understand. Should we play some videos now? It's great. Do I have your confidence? Actually, this is no secret, but pressure is being put on me to endorse products on the Max Headroom show. Now, I'm dead against it, but these people are capable of all kinds of tricks. I told them that I make it a General Motors rule not to spark plug any products. You see, give them an inch and they take a mileometer. Let them into clutch cable TV and they start brake padding all the rules. And if they think they can treat Max headrests this way, they've got another wax polish coming out soon that gives your bodywork a brilliant finish. Max. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello. Yes, that's correct. Visions of China. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, I got it. Wait, slow down. Yep. Right, okay. Yes, that's 1 sweet and sour spare ribs, 2 pancake rolls, prawn cracker, fried rice, egg foo young. Wait a minute. No, I got the prawns, but that's 1 sweet and sour spare ribs, 2 pancake rolls, prawn cracker, fried rice, egg foo young. 1 sweet and sour spare ribs, 2 pancake rolls, prawn cracker, fried rice, egg foo young. Wait a minute. No, I got the prawns, but yes, I do think you have the wrong visions of China. Okay, bye. Bye. What a shame. I was beginning to enjoy that. Well, it's like they say, you take one Chinese food order and 5 minutes later you feel like another one. Hey. For the last 12 weeks, you have been kind enough to allow little old moi into your home. Now I'm going to let vous into mine. And so, ink-a-dink-ink-ink-ink, the Max Headroom show takes a giant leap sideways onto my cocktail bar as I welcome at last a guest on my show.
Sting.
Welcome to the Swagger Max Headroom show. No, really, seriously, it's great to have you here. They wouldn't let me have a guest before. They said I couldn't talk properly enough to have an intelligent discussion. It's not surprising they never let me talk to anyone intelligent before. So, now I can prove them wrong. Sting, you've just released your first solo single, If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free, and a new album, Dream of the Blue Turtles, which I think is a strange title, but it's up to you what you call it. And you're off on a world tour. I suppose, like me, you've no time for golf?
I have no time for golf. I hate golf, Max. You know this. It's an old man's game.
Okay, I won't take that as the personal dig I'm sure it was meant to be. Your new album has a different feel to it with jazz musicians. Trendy. Has this been a musical learning process for you?
I think every album you do is a learning process, Max. I think you have to learn in order to enjoy your life. Am I boring you?
No, sorry. I just didn't get much shut-eye over the last week or two. It's just been all go here, you know. Superstardom on the upswing. Kind of tires a guy out. Now, can we deal with your shoes for a moment? Yeah, how shall I put it right off the top of my head? Color preference.
Color preference in shoes? I like brown shoes, actually, Max.
Is that it?
Yes, I don't like black shoes. I hate black shoes. White shoes,
Okay, I like a guy who knows his own mind. Several of your songs are very, in quotation marks, politically conscious. Do you find you lean more towards that than you used to?
I think so. I think it's a function of the age I'm at. I'm 33, and I feel that certain things need to be said.
Like you're 33?
Like I'm 33.
Right. Okay. Little dig there just to get you back for the one that, you did to me.
Sure, that's 15 Love.
Okay. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. Since the words of your songs are clearly very important to you, what's it like playing in foreign countries where maybe they don't understand them, like, right off the top of my head, America?
Well, it's part of my responsibility, Max, to explain as best I can in the language of the country I'm visiting what my songs are about, even though I'm singing in English. And I think they appreciate the effort, even if they don't get the fine tuning of the whole thing together.
Okay, now tell me what you really think.
No, it's true. I did it in Paris last week. I told the French audience that what my songs were about before I sang them.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, yeah, before I forget, shoes.
Everybody's going for those kinky boots, kinky boots.
Kinky boots, it's a manly kind of fashion that you borrowed from the brutes.
Borrowed from the brutes. Kinky boots.
Particular size.
Yeah, my size is 7.5, so I prefer them in that size. Otherwise, they fall off or they're too tight.
Good reply.
We all dig those boots.
Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits joined you on one track of your album. Now, how did that come about?
I joined him, not he joined me. Really, you must, get your facts right, Max.
Okay, you're not telling me my job, are you?
Yeah, I'm not telling you your job, I'm just telling
because
you
I could,
the right answer.
say a few things about your job. I mean, I've played guitar in my time.
Oh, really? Actually, I've heard it.
Sorry, staying back to shoes for a second. All-weather rubber ones or the leather flap over the lace holes?
I like sandals,
Huh, sort of Christ figure, huh?
My feet can breathe in these sandals.
Nice reply. Sting. We've both starred in films, and as you might know, in my own humble little way, I did a lot of scene stealing in mine. Tell me about your new film, Bride.
I played Dr. Frankenstein, and Dr. Frankenstein creates a woman who looks like Jennifer Beals, which is no mean feat. It's a romance. It's not a horror movie.
Feet, as in breathe. Feet, as in breathe.
Feet as in breathe?
Yeah, before I asked you about shoes, and you said you like to wear sandals because they allow your feet to breathe.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes.
Ah, show business. Kind of gets in your blood. You know, the variety, the entertainment, variety, the Irishman, the entertainment. That little box pumping it out at you like a severed artery every day. What a mess. Goes everywhere. Like God, everywhere.
He's everywhere, children. Hallelujah.
Yay, hallelujah. That's right, brothers and sisters. God is a good guy. Yes, he is. And God is everywhere. When you're out there waiting for a bus, he's right there with you, sticking his hand out. And he is in your home, my brothers, and my sisters, and my uncles and aunts, too. When you're out at the window wondering what you're gonna do when someone's crossing the street, he's right there, too, wondering what the devil's going on. He's even in that patch of dust behind the radiator that you just can't get at. He's tucked away in the corner of the sardine tin where your fork just won't reach. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. He's
In all those crevices that you just can't get at, even with a cotton bud. Praise the Lord. And you cannot wash him off, rub him off, or even rinse him out at the dentist. No, sir. You take my dentist, brothers and sisters. You take my dentist. He's got these hairy arms. Am I right? I'm right. They've all got them, haven't they? Hairy arms. He looks like a moth-eating fur coat. Whoa, I saw him last week. I must have looked nervous, because he said, deep down, I think there's something eating you. I said, how do you know? He said, because you swallowed your false teeth. Mind you, he's got this wonderful receptionist. She brightens the whole place up. Well, she's bound to. She's got a figure like a light bulb. I said, no, don't laugh. Oh, she loves a joke. I said to her, if you took your glasses off, you'd pass for Britt Eklund. She said, you're right. Who needs glasses? I said, I do. Wow. I nearly switched off. And don't get excited tonight. One lucky person will have the chance to go through to our final round of emotional outburst and may go on to win a country. Yes, one of our lucky contestants will be taking home their very own country. And tonight the star prize is France. Yes, that's right. France, with its delicious food, its superb wine, its wonderful weather, and of course the glorious Riviera. La Côte d'Azur, alors, ha, get excited, magnifique, n'est-ce pas? Not so gay Paris, where only the river is same, mais oui, formidable, allons-y, c'est l'artois, fantastique, French poodles. I understand you're kind of a keen tennis player, too. Maybe we can get together for a game of tennis sometime.
Yeah, let's play tennis. Let's go now.
I would only like to play tennis, though, if I can play in golf shoes. How do you feel about that?
That could be difficult on a hard surface, you know? You could,
I don't know. It could add an interesting dimension to the game. What do you think?
I think it would ruin my tennis court.
You've got a tennis court?
Of course.
Sting, I'm impressed. Yeah. I'm impressed. Yeah. I'm impressed. Yeah. Control here now. I'm in control here now. I'm in control here now. Control. How about all that? Who could forget this? Or that. And don't forget, later on I'll be talking to Nick Kershaw on the telephone. And who could forget opening time because of this?
Buckets of blood, 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 blood. Buckets of blood.
Or that.
Hey, you! Don't watch that! Watch this! Watch this! Watch this! This is this! Watch this! This is the heavy, heavy monster sound!
And remember burning the beans because of this? And what about this? Mozart. That's my tip for the top. This. Sopranos, 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 altos, you name it. Or this little humdinger. Dinger, 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 dinger. We've had a letter from a young man in London who says, and I quote, I went to the doctor just the other day and said, Doctor, I've got a sexual complaint. Really, said the doctor. Who from? What about this? And we're next up. Hey, look, can you kids go play? Or this little humdinger. This. Why are the only funny lines on this show the ones behind me? I'd rather tap dance. An Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman. Zappa! Are you like a window? It's a pity, because he could have had a big hit with that. Four. Straight jacket. Straight jacket.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Yeah, I wish I was Max.
Do you love me?
Cocky swagger.
Do you love me?
I love you. How about sparing a thought for the moth?
Now is that love?
My fans. Severiano Ballesteros is very, very interesting. He plays golf. Oh, what's the point? Flip, flops.
What's that?
The big G. Golf. That's what it's all about.
I think this was the happiest day of my life. Oh, Tim, what can I say? Bye! Well, that's it. Tim's gone. I think we should have a minute's silence. That's enough. Sting, I love the way you do your hair.
Thanks. I love the way you do yours.
Cheers, thanks. Mine's a mold. What's yours?
Mine's a hair weave.
A hair weave?
Yeah, they weave your own hair with this plastic stuff.
Incredible. Who does your stitching?
Who does it? This place in Harley Street.
I noticed something underneath your left ear there. I think they've signed it.
Yeah, it's true.
Sting, I want to thank you very much for coming on my show. And before you go, I'd like you to accept this little memento. A pair of my very own golf shoes. No, don't thank me.
No,
don't
please.
thank me.
Couldn't you have given me a pair of tennis shoes?
I don't have any tennis shoes. I've got 44 pairs of golf shoes, and I'm giving you one pair of my golf shoes. Do you want them or not?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Atta boy. See?
I'll exchange them for tennis shoes.
I just want to say, at this stage of the game, that it's been a damn great show. Hey, Chaz, slow down. Chaz. Not yet. No. It's been a great show. We're sorry that it's through. Goodbye is such a sad word. So let's just say adieu. I knew that you'd all love me from the very start. 'Cause I love myself from the bottom of my liver spleen. Heart. I know I'm impossible, I have my ups and downs. Forgive me, of course you will, I'm so good to have around. True genius must have its flaw. You see, I'm rambustuous, I'm devil-may-care, I'm just a swagger, swagger. Me. It's been a great show. I'm never going to forget how I've made you laugh, I've made you cry, and even here and there put you right on a few things. And I honestly believe that between us we've shared something very, very special. Something no one can ever take away. But always remember, in a show like ours, there's nobody more important than me. And now, they can bring the curtain down. I know you're going to keep me in your hearts through the years. Can I just say thank you for all the laughs and all the tears. And one thing more. Now it's time for me to go. It's been a great show. And one thing more. Now it's time for me to go. I just want to say, it's been a great, I love you all. I really do. Great. Good night. God bless. Have a safe journey. Show.